All right, little Saturday education session. I'm going to talk about this piece of content. So this was a piece of content that we uploaded, and all I was trying to do is show the function of that spray bottle. Really had nothing to do with the fact that we treat ends, but it was really just to show kind of that function of that spray bottle, how efficient it is to apply our wood treatment. So what we're doing here, this is a notch 6x6 that we're applying a wood preservative to the cut ends. And primarily when we talk about reapplying wood preservative with southern yellow pine, we're most interested in this heartwood section, kind of these sections that don't receive treatment through that pressure treating process. Now, of course, 270 comments of people telling me that it might make me feel good, customer, but a complete waste of time, you know. And it's going to go on to people that really, this was pretty good. Is we did have a guy. So he said pressure treated is the key word in pressure treated. Blank treated all the way through. This is completely unnecessary and shows a lack of understanding of the material you are working with. Now, I told him, do a Google search, read a code book, or read the lumber tag. Go to any treater's website. Thanks for the tip. Now, he came back and he edited his comment and he said, hey, kiddos, I'm wrong. Kudos to him because he actually did the research and learned something. Learned something off this comment. So what we are going to do is, this is where we get this information. I learned this information from a building inspector. Years ago, he said, hey, you're supposed to treat the cut ends of this pressure treated. It was news to me. I had never heard of this before. So I did a little bit of, I did it to comply with his request, and then kind of got with my lumber yard and says, we need to get this pressure treated, this preservative in stock so we can apply it to our treated builds. Now, this is the 2018 edition of Residential Code. This is IRC. So if we go in here, we're going to find most of the meat of what we're looking for is going to be in section 507. It's under the floor section, but 507 is going to be decks. 507.1 is decks. So if we go in and we look in the material section, wood materials, 507.2.1. Wood materials shall be number 2 grade or better lumber, preservative treated in accordance with 317. We can go look at that, but really it's redundant. So we have cuts, notches, and drilled holes of preservative wood treatment members shall be treated in accordance with section 317. Okay, 317.1.1. Now, if we go to that, it's just a redundancy that is in, there's a field treatment section right here. Field treatment. Field cut ends, notches, and drilled holes of preservative treated wood shall be treated in the field in accordance with AWPA M4. Now, that is a bulletin that is very old. I believe that bulletin, you know what, I hate to say it, but I don't think I can access this with my account. But that bulletin is nothing new. Like, we talk about like this is a new thing. This is from American Wood Protection Association. I'm going to try to see if it'll give me a draft date. But I believe this bulletin is 20 years old or more, right? And it's probably been updated, and but this is not new technology. So mainly concerned with this section in here, all right? This section is going to pool water. We are putting a supporting beam in here. We're concerned with this inside corner notch. We do not want to pool water in that heartwood without preservative, because that will be the first place to rot in your main support beam that's holding up your drop beam. So not only do I recommend flashing, but I recommend preserving this heartwood that has not been effectively treated with the pressure treating process, right? So, I mean, yes, we have many alternative framing methods coming out now, and you know, we're going to continue to explore all opportunities for substructure. But as we're using pressure treated lumber, we need to understand that there's precautions that can be taken that are going to far extend the lifespan of this structure. And that's very important, because as we watch the time that it takes to put a healthy layer of treatment on the end of this post, if you're unwilling to do that, to extend the service life of a project that you're building, then you, in my opinion, you shouldn't be building the project, and the customer shouldn't be paying you to build this project, because the time it takes for a build, this is such a small micro fraction of the time that it takes to do it right.